Hi students and teacher, this is Amit Arora from EcoVisDare. I hope you have watched two parts of New Centers of Power. We have already completed European Union, we have completed ASEAN, SAARC, BRICS, uh, and also the importance of all these organizations in the world and also their limitations. So today the last part of the chapter will be dealing with individual countries who are also the center of power now. After US, you can look forward to these countries. They are unique in their own way. So we'll be discussing these six, although the syllabus, new syllabus says China, India, Russia, and Israel, but of course in the previous book, and I also wanted that you should all know about Japan and South Korea. They are also very nice countries to know about. So we'll be discussing these six countries, how they are also some centers of power, how they have developed in the recent years, in 40 years, how have they developed now, and they can tomorrow be a challenge to United States of America. So we'll start with the first very important nation, that is China. All of you are aware right now we are talking all negative of China as you're sitting at home, and it is alleged that this virus came from the wet markets of Wuhan in China, and China kept everyone in dark, and this disease spread everywhere. But here we're not discussing this about China. We will be discussing how this China becomes almost has become the second superpower in the world. How did it happen? अगर हम पुराना पढ़ते हैं 1960s में 70s में, तो we were almost India's economy was almost same as Chinese economy. How did China so fast developed it and became a very developed nation and with so much power right now? Let us see how China did it. पहले उसके देखते हैं क्या उन्होंने steps लिए and how China worked. You all know in 1949, People's Republic of China was formed in 1949, and it was a communist country with all the main industries owned by the state. पूरी तरह से कम्युनिज्म फॉलो करते थे. The control was in the hands of government. Heavy industry was owned by government. एग्रीकल्चर वॉज कम्यून सिस्टम था, वो भी किसके हाथ में थे? पूरा गवर्नमेंट के हाथ में. देवर कंबाइंड एग्रीकल्चर लैंड्स जिसमें कम्यून बनाए गए थे, अराउंड 26,000 कम्यून्स, एंड द होल चाइना वॉज डिवाइडेड इनटू दैट. It worked on social welfare of citizens as socialist और communist countries do. ये मॉडल था उनका, ये फाउंडेशन था इनकी इंडस्ट्रीज और एग्रीकल्चर का कि दे विल वर्क फॉर सोशल वेलफेयर, प्रॉफिट विल नॉट बी द मोटिव. वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग एंड वेरी अगेन बहुत अच्छा, बहुत फ़ायदा हुआ. 70s में आके चाइना ने अमेरिका के साथ थोड़ा सा रिश्ते अपने नॉर्मल करने शुरू किए. इन 72 we have a cartoon also in chapter 1 which shows Americans getting friendly with, or China trying to get friendly with America. So here Zhao and Lai proposed the food modernization, in which he wanted to modernize agriculture, industry, science and technology and military. यहाँ से शुरू हो गया था in 1973, and they all knew that without America's support this modernization will not take place. Then in 78, following the same thing in 78, then Xiaoping उन्होंने अनाउंस किया ओपन डोर पॉलिसी, हेयर वेयर प्राइवेटाइजेशन एंटर्स चाइना. एक हमारे पास बुक के अंदर एक कार्टून भी है विच शोज दो दो टायर दिखाते हैं साइकिल के. एक वन इज showing dollar one tire and other is showing the communist symbol. So धीरे धीरे चाइना ने शुरू कर दिया privatization. They knew that to get developed, privatization also has to be done. So they accepted private companies with caution. तो पहले उन्होंने अपनी इंडस्ट्री को स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्राइवेटाइज किया. 1982 में उन्होंने एग्रीकल्चर को प्राइवेटाइज किया, और 1998 में धीरे धीरे इंडस्ट्री को भी इन्होंने प्राइवेटाइज कर दिया. उससे पहले दे वर ओनली वर्किंग इन द गवर्नमेंट, दे वर ओनली गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर वर्किंग. एंड वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, सबसे सक्सेसफुल रहे उनके स्पेशल इकोनॉमिक जोन्स, जो स्पेशली बनाए गए ट्रेड बैरियर्स रिमूव करने के लिए, एंड दीज फॉरेन कंपनीज दे स्टार्टेड इन्वेस्टिंग इन चाइना. आज भी अगर आप शेंजन का नाम जानते हैं, सो लॉट ऑफ big factories of the world, big companies, they have their factories and research centers in China. वर्ल्ड का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बन गया चाइना विद इन 20 years. सो चाइना स्टेट प्लेड द सेंट्रल रोल, बट साथ साथ बहुत ही कंट्रोल्ड वे में दे स्टार्टेड सेटिंग अप मार्केट इकोनॉमी. इसी वजह से दिस इज़ द इतना ज़्यादा प्रमोट किया इसको कि इसी वजह से पूरे वर्ल्ड का मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बन गया चाइना. सो बोथ इंडस्ट्री एंड एग्रीकल्चर ग्रू एट वेरी फास्ट रेट. फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट आनी शुरू हो गई देश में. उनके फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व्स रिसेंटली $3,500 billion से नो अदर कंट्री हैड एनी. इसके आसपास भी किसी के पास रिजर्व्स नहीं थे. So as many countries, they were producing, they were outsourcing to China. So China became the hub of many. आज भी काफ़ी पेटेंट्स ऑफ टेक, जो पेटेंट्स आते हैं, जो फाइल होते हैं, जो टेक्नोलॉजी के पेटेंट्स हैं, वो सारे ऑलमोस्ट मोर देन 60% पेटेंट्स आर फाइल्ड बाय चाइना. सो और जो बाकी बात बची थी, देन दे joined WTO in 2000, World Trade Organization in 2001, and from here China was open to the whole world. Aaj everywhere, you just name it, you can have China's presence there. In your house, if Indians in their houses, they see every second commodity which they are using has directly or indirectly, it has China's contribution, be it a mobile phone or a electronic stereo system or a headphone. कोई ना कोई parts इसके कहाँ बने होंगे चाइना में. So important has been China been not only to India but any country you name which is trading with the world is dependent on China for so many things. If you name toys, if you see the brands of toys, it shows made in China. Electronic में आप सबने देखा होगा China. So that of course for 20-30 years now they are earning a lot of money from selling, exporting these goods. Many, even with USA, it had China had surplus trade. उसका 150-200 बिलियन डॉलर का ज़्यादा सरप्लस था विद अमेरिका. चाइना 500 बिलियन डॉलर से ज़्यादा सामान बेचता था अमेरिका को, और $350 बिलियन डॉलर्स का खरीदता था. दैट लेड टू द ट्रेड वॉर्स ऑल्सो विद ट्रम्प रिसेंटली. सो वी कैनॉट से अबाउट द फ्यूचर व्हाट हैज हैपेंड currently with this coronavirus coming from China, and the whole world is upset with China. But surely बहुत जल्दी तो वर्ल्ड अपने आप पैरों पे सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट तो नहीं होगा. तो स्टिल चाइना विल प्ले एन इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल इन द वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमी. सो इफ यू सी अफ्रीका राइट नाउ, lot of investment of Chinese in Africa. They have invested in infrastructure, so they indirectly are slowly owning best companies in the world, and they are investing in all the spheres wherever they can. If you name it, just research, just go to Google and see Australia real estate or Australia mein investments. You will find Chinese investing there. New Zealand, they are selling a lot of things to New Zealand. India, of course, everybody knows. Pakistan, everybody knows. And European Union. Yes, China trades with European Union a lot. Today also many machines and coronavirus kits are being supplied. Even the basic mask is being supplied by China to the whole world. It is one of the main importers of oil. तो वर्ल्ड की ऑयल डिमांड को लाने वाला, वर्ल्ड की ऑयल डिमांड को मूव करने वाला इज़ चाइना राइट नाउ. तो बहुत जल्दी हम ये कहेंगे कि इट इज़ ऑल्सो जस्ट लाइक pre-91 era where USSR and USA were the two superpowers. We'll be very soon saying that of course China and USA are the superpowers now. Let us see some more things which China makes, which makes China stand out. It has landed a space rover on the far, so space. So China is having a lot of presence in the space. World's leader of artificial intelligence is China. Corporates, startups, 1/3 of the world कहाँ शुरू होते हैं चाइना में. World leader in renewable solar alternative energy. World's 1/3 vegetation is being planted in China. That is good for environment. GDP growth of although slowing, but still it is very high in absolute terms. China accounts for more than half of the global electric car sales, which is the future. Chinese tourists, they travel so much that they are driving the growth of global tourism. And yes, women also in China are coming up. The gender gap has been now narrowing, and the gap is being bridged. And also BRICS के अंदर BRIC countries, it's BRICS countries, S for South Africa too. तो इन countries में competitiveness की बात करें तो China is the leader. So students, you can easily see that definitely new center of power is China. Today you can see how the single country has affected the whole world, and factories are opened in China now, and they claim that they have actually controlled the virus, and now their factories have started to operate, and they are supplying goods to everyone. जो भी अभी नीड के गुड्स हैं वो सब चाइना प्रोवाइड कर रहा है. पीपी किट्स, योर टेस्टिंग किट्स, एंड योर even basic masks or any medical equipment is being supplied by China to the whole world right now. So although we are angry with China, I think we cannot still sustain without China. It will need another 10 to 15 years to reduce the dependence of the world on China, which will be very difficult by these countries. So we can say yes, China is the new center of power. Second is Russia, although you all know that it was USSR first. Of course, it was very powerful. उसी की legacy मिली है रशिया को. So if we talk about current scenario, it is not that powerful as it was in 60s, 70s. But of course, it has considerable power right now when it comes to the military or space or arms and ammunitions. Of course, Russia is a dominant power when it comes to oil too. So let us see how Russia is a new center of, or it's a strong country. Yes, it's a strong successor of USSR, the largest country in the world in terms of area. सबसे बड़ा देश है वर्ल्ड का रशिया. 11th largest GDP in the world is Russian GDP. Has large reserves of minerals, of course, gas and petroleum, natural resources and gases. एक nuclear state है with lot of sophisticated weapons. It is also a big exporter of weapons to the whole world. Even India buys a lot of arms from Russia. And UN Security Council का permanent member भी है Russia. And you all know that space में Russia की presence बहुत अच्छी है. Even before USA, Russia was the first to send man into outer space. Russian fishing industry rivals the size of world's other leading producers. Its coal reserves are extensive, very high coal reserves. It's the world leading producer of oil, very big producer of oil. 1/5 of the global total यही actually Russia ही produce करता है world में. It affects the global oil prices also. It is responsible of the 1/4 of the world's total natural gas भी इसके पास है. So a lot of Europe buys oil and natural gas from Russia. So big supplier of. So 30% of the Europeans' oil supply and 24% of the natural gas supply is from Russia. So still a dominant power is Russia. So do more research on Russia. You will find a very, very strong leader. Vladimir Putin is a very strong leader of Russia, which still feels that रशिया इज वेरी पावरफुल और ऊपर से दे ऑलवेज ट्राई टू डोमिनेट आसपास के रीजन को भी वो डोमिनेट करते हैं. तो यस, रशिया श्योरली इज अनदर पावरफुल नेशन. Very few of you have been expecting that this country will also be in the list of centers of power. Of course, जब आप कभी भी रिसर्च करो इसराइल पे, तो सबसे बड़ा नेशन, पावरफुल नेशन इन टर्म्स ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. We agree it's a very small country, but being small, still they spend 4.5%, 4.5% वो अपनी GDP स्पेंड करते हैं R&D पे, रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट. श्योरली जब वो R&D पे इतना पैसा खर्च करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली टेक्नोलॉजी इनोवेशंस, टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलपमेंट कहाँ पे होगी? इजराइल में. विच ऑफ कोर्स दे आर वेरी क्लोज टू USA एंड वर्ल्ड में उनकी बहुत हाई पॉलिटिकल स्टैंडिंग है. दे आर पावरफुल नेशन. नोबडी messes up with Israel, and it's a मिडल ईस्ट में डोमिनेंट पावर है. नॉन मुस्लिम नेशन with Jews handling it, and it's a powerful nation. They have been always इंटेलिजेंट का बात की जाती है जूस के बारे में कि दे हैड बीन वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. इन 1780s they made this model of development for their nation, and this is how in 40 years they have developed it so much, with the, of course, nearness to very good friends of US, but बहुत शार्प माइंड के लोग हैं इसराइल के. अमेजिंग कंट्री व्हेन इट कम्स टू मिलिट्री इक्विपमेंट. एंड अगर आप टेक्नोलॉजी की बात करें और you talk about science and technology and all these startups, of course this is a very nice country. It has more than 3,000 high-tech companies and startups. Very amazing record of human development index. Standard of living is pretty high. Out of 190 countries, around 180 countries, it is 22nd rank in human development index according to 2018. It is the world center for diamond cutting and polishing beside India, and 23% of the world's export comes from Israel. डायमंड हीरे बहुत ज़्यादा हैं कटिंग एंड पॉलिशिंग. सबसे फिफ्थ मोस्ट इनोवेटिव जर्मन्स और स्विस के बाद बहुत बड़ी इनोवेटिव कंट्री है. फिफ्थ लार्जेस्ट इनोवेटिव कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड इज इजराइल. एंड वेरी हाई पर कैपिटा इनकम, ऑलमोस्ट क्लोज टू यूके की $42,000 है पर कैपिटा इनकम. यू कैन सी $41,000 is the per capita income of Israel, which is almost 30 lakh, 28 to 30 lakh rupees per annum. So very good per capita income, very high. It is the 32nd largest, being a very small country, it is the 32nd largest economy in the world, and a very good rank of ease of doing business. Many nations want to come and do business in Israel. So that is what makes Israel a very important nation in the world and a new center of power. Last but not the least, when we talk about details, it's our own country, that is India. We should not underestimate the power of India, and I think many of you are aware, but थोड़े से features मैंने निकाले हैं जो थोड़े से unknown है इंडिया के बारे में. Of course, it's the second largest country, अपना देश, in the world. Everybody knows it's an emerging global power, and here I'll tell you why. As now this virus is going to change the world, and if people and companies exit China, US is of course affected a lot from coronavirus. So if these countries like Japan and South Korea have already announced, if they want to exit China, India will be a very good alternative. So to set up their industries here and companies here. So a lot of investment we can expect in 2021-22 in India. Of course, it is already a 3 trillion economy, and very soon In 5 years, our Prime Minister has targeted that it will reach, it will be a 5 trillion economy. It's the sixth largest economy in the world. uh, हमारे लोग पूरे वर्ल्ड में 6 big companies of US इस समय ट्रम्प हैव कॉल्ड दी 6 कंपनीज के हेड को बुलाया. वो सारे हेड इंडियन ओरिजिन के थे. गूगल यू ऑल नो, एंड अदर कंपनीज ऑल्सो, IBM एंड ऑल, दे हैव इंडियन हेड्स जो रन कर रहे हैं लॉट ऑफ high-tech companies in US and other nations. Indian 80,000 doctors are working in US. Engineers are working. Boeing का staff 35% इंडियन है. नासा में इंडियंस काम कर रहे हैं. So that makes India a really powerful country. Although they are staying in other nations, but still they are from Indian origin. We are self-dependent in nuclear power. India has the third largest military power in the world. A lot of people in military. And Make in India has made India an attractive destination. And we are also trying to make it a manufacturing hub in the coming years, like China. And in 5 to 10 years, India will be surely, as we have cheap labor and the youngest population in the world. India has, so a lot of people in the working population age group will make it a better destination. Surely our share in the world trade has increased. सबसे बड़ा फैक्टर जो हमें हेल्प करता है to have more foreign investments is a stable democracy. We are not under dictatorship. We are not a single party system like China. So we have a very much stable democracy in the world. You cannot find any better democratic country in the world than India, not even USA or France. Other thing we should know, as a student should know about their own nation, is largest working population, 55% market share of global service outsourcing business इंडिया के पास है. Third largest startup ecosystem in the world is India. Second largest producer of steel and cement in the world is made by India. Second largest mobile phone manufacturing country is India. Third largest producer of coal and the fourth largest producer of iron ore. Largest diamond cutting and polishing nation in the world, even more than Israel. 2017, India became the fourth largest auto market and the largest producer of motorbikes and tractors in the world. And much more. You all know that slowly India is becoming the next center of power. So थोड़ा सा illiteracy वाली problem और unemployment problem, if it is solved, that surely India is going to excel in the coming future. So students, these are the 4 countries to be done in detail as per the syllabus, and 2 countries in the boxes which we do. So very easy now. You all are aware of Japan. You use many quality products which you use. If you talk about Panasonic, Sony, Honda, and Toyota, Mazda, of course your best car which you have in the country is Suzuki, Maruti Suzuki. So all these are Japanese brands. Very developed nation. Japan is the only nation जो इतनी destruction के बाद भी, in 45 it was attacked by USA when the 2 nuclear bombs were dropped on. Still in few years it came back, it fought, and you all know that massive earthquakes have been happening in Japan and natural disaster. उनके पास natural resources बहुत कम है, तब भी they spend lot of money on developing human resource. And today it is of course, अगर हम line wise चलें तो इनके UN के बजट में second contributor is Japan. 10% contribution comes from Japan. It has security alliance with US. As per Article 9 of the Japanese Constitution, that Japanese people forever renounce war, but still Japan's military expenditure is 1% of GDP, with the 7th largest in the world. keeping all in mind, Japan is amazing nation when it comes to advanced technology, robotics. अगर आप बात करें तो जापान में, and the quality with which they make the commodity, it lasts really long. So it's an only Asian member in G7 nation and third largest economy in the world. तो स्टूडेंट्स यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है। ये लोग जापानीज इतने स्मार्ट होते हैं कि वो रॉ मटेरियल वर्ल्ड से लेते हैं और फिनिश गुड्स बना के वर्ल्ड को बेचते हैं। यही चीज़ें आई थिंक इंडियंस आर क्वाइट अवेयर अबाउट जापानीज बिकॉज वी हैव बीन यूजिंग देयर प्रोडक्ट्स फॉर ईयर्स। जब चाइना का नाम भी नहीं था वर्ल्ड में, तब भी वी वर यूजिंग सोनी टेलीविजन एंड Canon cameras and other machines. So you can understand ki how important a country is Japan. And one more very very important nation is South Korea. Although North Korea could not match this amazing country called South Korea. उससे पहले अगर आप एक बात समझो, कुछ नाम सुने होंगे आपने in your house. Samsung is a big name when it comes to electronics or mobile phones. I'm sure every urban household has at least one commodity in the house which is of Samsung or LG or a Hyundai car. So we are very much concerned. We are very much actually dependent on South Korea too for our electronics and vehicles. Kia recently has come from South Korea. Again, a very technologically strong country with the center of power in Asia. It is a member of OECD, 11th largest in 2017, 11th largest economy in the world, military expenditure 10th largest in the world, a very good rank in Human Development Index of 18. That shows it's a very good country with very good education, health and standard of living, and they spend extensively on human resource development. They spend a lot of money on education, public infrastructure. So today the whole world buys things from South Korea again. So students, these are your new centers of power, chapter 3 of your new syllabus. We have tried to put up some new things into it, and waiting for the new book to come so that we can add on to. And surely I'll make a new video at the moment I get a new book. If anything else is left out, we'll be making a new video and presenting it to you. And we expect some help from your side, students and teachers. Of course, we are giving you the whole package for the year for 1,000 rupees, the app classes. These are the other subjects which we are doing. Apart from Pol Science, we have economics class 11th and 12th, business studies for class 12th, and social science for class 10th. So motivate us also, and I think it is worth it. All the chapters and all the classes will be covered, all the syllabus will be covered through these classes. First of all, you should motivate your friends and students, teachers to download our app so that they can get the free videos also. Stay blessed, stay healthy. We'll be starting with the 4th chapter now after this. Okay. God bless.